The goal of the conference is to exchange and collaborate with researchers about science education, and that's our main interest. And we want also to create like a kind of association or something that will go on each 2 years, and we will meet and talk and make some research project. My presentation will be about a video game that we developed, and it's about mechanical concept of forces, and it's a really fun game that is available on the web, and it's developed to make a student learn about force concept, about forces, and it make them learn, and we make an experiment that show that it make effectively them learn in school with the teacher or at home without the teacher, and that's the interesting part about it. And we're developing a few of these video games, and it's really a promising, useful way in education. We are developing things about science. Of course, I'm a physicist, so I'm interested in physics, and we started with that. So the first game is that. But we are now developing a second game about biology, ecosystems. So we're interested in everything that can be done in science with video games. And one interesting point about that is that children are really playing a lot with video games, and when we count the hours that they play, it's as big as the hour they are in school. So there's really something interesting to try to make these hours and hours of gaming something useful for school. That's our point. And our principle of developing these games to make them more useful or more interesting is that we make students explore, try to manipulate objects that are objects of the game, but they are made so that they will try what they think and see that if it's working or not, and then they will develop like some intuitive knowledge about science, and when they will go to school after that, the teacher will have something to work with to make them learn. And it's more efficient this way because they are prepared to learn. That's the point. The implication of video games and their use in school is a good question. We can ask ourselves, is it better to use it in class or after class? And that's the point that we are trying to figure out. And with experimentation with our game that was made such that it could be used in class for 3 months, or it could be used at home without the teacher. And we experiment to see which is the best way to learn, and we prove somehow, we experiment and we see that it's almost the same. So that's interesting because of course you can use the game in class with teacher, and the teacher will interact with the game, maybe ask students to do something and talk about it. But it can also be done as homework without anything from the teacher, just telling the students, go play the game for a month, and it will show in their grades in school. The difference could be shown. So that's an interesting way to use it.